Hey, hi. Welcome everybody back to the command center. I'm Commander Lionheart, back again with brand spanking new episode of First Strike, a show where I take a look at old ass video games. Tonight, it's this guy's birthday, so in honor of me, I am playing one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite, and this is not a joke, favorite Legend of Zelda game. Well, Zelda game. Zelda-esque game of all time. It's Okami. It's Okami. Okami. I love this game. Mitos loves this game. And I know that a lot of you love this game. Underrated, critically acclaimed. It's a work of art. I'll be cake day, you old man. I may be old, but I can still... Oh no, never mind, I can't. I'm an old man lion. Alright, let's get right to it. I will say that I have played other Zelda games, like Ocarina of Time 3D and Skyward Sword HD. I've started Breath of the Wild. And I like those, but I have fondness for this game. I've played this game a couple times now in my lifetime. And, you know, I think that whenever you go back to games a lot, that's when you start determining, oh, this game might be like on my top 10 or whatever. Like, at least that's what I think. Like, I've obviously played the Kingdom Hearts game so many times, the Spyro game so many times, Shovel Knight so many times, this game so many times, that I can just put him on the list, you know? It is thanks to this game that I have the job that I have now. Which is... selling diabetes to kids? Oh wait, no. Yeah, like I said, this game is a work of art. Like, just look at it. Being a proctor. Like, look at this game and tell me it's not a work of art. Like, it is literally a work of art. Brushstrokes. I have this game on PS2, PS3, and PS4. Just absolutely love this game. Now, I haven't played in a while. I think that ever since this version came out, I guess that it's 2017. Okami. And also, thanks to Mitos, I have the platinum to this game, because as much as I love this game, that fishing minigame though, Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were set to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. Through this game I met my friend who then recommended me to who is now my bosses, who without them, you wouldn't have your PC. So it all comes back. It all comes full circle. Okami bringing things together. It's all tied to the dark. I mean, maybe. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But the Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring at death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf, that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Want to play Okami again? I have never played Okami, even though I own it. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Oroshi's flames. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream. I'll be having a grand old time. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Happy birthday, thank you, John. Thank you, my friend. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Never beat this game. This game is long. If there's one thing that I will say that keeps me from replaying it a lot, is because this game is long. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. the golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. It was poisoned, just like me against the blood-starved beast. I beat him, but I fucking died. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off, as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. Beaten this game at least 20 times? I haven't beaten it that many times. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than meets the eye. I mean, than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. And this is how this idiot unleashed a great evil upon the world. Because all it takes in this life is one idiot screwing everybody up. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Well, we definitely know that Orochi is a capitalist. He loves tearing down trees. Also, this is a long intro. Just saying, people. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Oh my god, she's a Super Saiyan! Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. 23 minutes cutscene. Yep. Who directed this? Kojima? What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. And there she is, our goddess Amaterasu. Amy, for short. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. And just like my dog, she don't care. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm in the name of the moon. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my road? Hell yeah! Right from the boobies! What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist, Isun. Local pervert. Okay? One of us, one of us. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. I mean, that's a good drawing. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? No. What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Y se jodió. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. So Isun is related to Paimon. He's emergency food. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh great god Amaterasu, I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. Trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit? That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. That's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness, really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Izum fucks in his real life Japanese legend? Really? Oh boy. So he is a pervert. Forget. Still. No. No. What's the button? Oh, I guess that I haven't learned it yet. Never mind. I haven't played this in a while. Where are we? Got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Oh, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. I want you to change your point of view. Wow, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Oh, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Long story short, he has to rescue a princess. He gets eaten by a demon, cut his way through the demon, finds the magic mallet, becomes big, and keeps the princess. Hell yeah. Does he use the magic mallet to, you know. Is that his Viagra? I got all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press square to bust them with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Probably. Ah, yes. Seni, I mean Jen. Yen. It's Yen, not Jen. Yen. Whoa, whoa. Hold on there, Furbo. Got a lot of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's just check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press X to jump, then press again to do a wall jump. Make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasures. I thought it was I have the high ground, and I don't know. 5 more episodes down, shit is gonna go wild. Oh, Mythos, you have no idea. You, my friend, have no idea how wild it's gonna go. You obtained Holy Bone. S. Madorasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy. Yeah, John. He has... You have no no clue. Looks like the bridge is out. It shouldn't be so hard. Madorasu, was it? It's kinda long. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. Pictures with 1,000 words, right? Last episode I watched was The Ghost Looking for Vengeance on the Northwest Family. Oh, that was great. Nice, huh? That's a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. One of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. There are 13! Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, his power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Happy day, buddy. Thank you, Sticks. Thank you. Also, welcome to the stream. I'll be having a grand old time. Old man McGucket said the apocalypse is coming in less than 24 hours. Yeah, that'll take at least 10 more episodes, don't worry. Time works in mysterious ways in Gravity Falls. First episode I watched? River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? I sure don't see anything like that around here. Couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Maybe. So Frieza? Yeah, kind of. Basically. Styx, have you ever played this game? 10 more episodes, and for us who watched as it was coming out, like 2 years. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. Haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey look, are those stars forming a pattern? Or is it just me? Yes, it's Shenlong. There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R1 to hold the brush, then square to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. For the first time a couple years ago, it was great. I wish I'd played it sooner, honestly. As a kid, I always wanted to play it, and I never got around to actually playing it. It wasn't until the PS3 when I actually managed to get it and play it for myself, and I just loved the game. Why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Learned that Sue's full name is Jesus, and I'm not surprised, a very Spanish name. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? You really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours, truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Always liked the art, but never really bothered, having missed it myself. For copy being on sale, the tug of in the group made me dive in. Yeah, this one was one that I always knew the existence of. I had a copy of it in my hands, of the PS2 copy, one day at a GameStop, but I just never really, I never bought it for PS2. At least not back then. I do have a PS2 copy. I have it digitally on PS3, and I have the PS4 copy, which is the one that I'm playing right now. And I have the artworks, which is my favorite design works for any game, because it is just incredibly beautiful art. And I, again, just like you, I just was enamored by the art. Like, that's what drew me to the game. River of the Heavens. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, just want to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Fun fact, Yomi means reading in Japanese, so this guy, plain traduction, would be the god of reading. Interesting. You gotta swim in the river like a manta. Whoa! A river of stardust? This really must be the river of the heavens. What I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. You obtain Astral Pouch. It is kind of based on, like, knowledge, basically. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Oh yeah, and I always forget. I also have the DS game Okami. That one I have never played though, and I know that you said that I should play it, Midos. I know. Not sure if I can do it tonight, considering that I'm playing on PS4 and I would have to switch to the PC. And the screen is probably gonna go black if I do that. For the goddamn OBS, because OBS is a fucking pansy. But yeah, I've played and beat this game a couple times. Not as many as Mythos. Mythos has beat it a lot of times. A lot more times than me. There's nothing stopping you for trying. Yeah, once I'm done playing this for a while, I'll try. See if it doesn't break. If it doesn't go to hell. You know why I also think that I really like this game, Mythos, now that I think about it? I'm playing as a quadruped. Thanks to this game, I have friends. You know who else I love playing as? You obtain stray beads. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. But Spordio the Dingo. Yeah, this is one of those games. It's this and Grease, the two games that I say they are literally works of art. Like, if you're trying to show somebody what art is, just all you need to do is show them this game or Grease. What's this? What's this? There's more pots to break. What's this? Dumplings. By the way, Mythos, I caught another shiny. Shallows. Hey, I've gotten 2 shinies on my birthday. And considering that I had never caught a single shiny in my life, and I've been playing Pokemon for 20 plus years, that is incredible to me. I've played 8 generations, countless times, never caught or even seen a shiny. I'm surprised there's not more like this with how well done it is. This game did not sell well, is the problem. That's why I said at the beginning that this is an underrated game, because it did not sell well when it initially came out. I just wish that that we went back to this type of game. I know that we still get it from some games, but not like AAA games, like the Sly Cooper games. This game, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, they are all cel shaded, and I heavily keep saying that these games that are like this, they will continue to age Psychonauts 2 in a way. That one world is also like this. Persona 5, you know, like these types of games, they will stand the test of time visually. Like, this type of visual of graphics, this one will stand the test of time as compared to, you know, realistic games. Like, I have nothing against some of them, but, you know, like any realistic looking game, there's a lot that look good now, but what about in 20 years? So shitter really does age great. Yeah, like, again, you look at Sly Cooper, at the Sly Cooper games, they still look great. You look at this still looks great. Never cared for the cel shaded look. I do. I love it. It's my favorite graphical style. Semi-realistic is always pretty rough later on. Yes. Obviously there are some games that still look great to this day, even though they are realistic looking. Like, just take a look at Metal Gear Solid 2. That game still looks fantastic to this day. You know, it's not super realistic, but for the time when it came out, it was, obviously. This is Xenoblade Chronicles are 2 Wii games that took flight on the re-release. Yes, this was also on the Wii. I always forget. It's like going back to old cartoons. Our style is always subjective, but generally they age well. Yes. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. Where's the river of the heavens and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Last of Us 2 will still look incredible in 20 years as it does now. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think that Infamous 2 kind of still looks good, even though it's a PS3 game. Obviously, The Last of Us got remastered, but and it looks good. But I don't know. I just don't think that a lot of games that came out 20 years ago hold up as well as something like this, or Sly Cooper. Blinks will always look perfect. We have established that if there's something that we don't do here, it's talk about Blinks. Unless it's to summon surgeability. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. One looks like a... Xenoblade 1 wasn't poorly received per se, I think. It just came so late into the cycle. And actually happy I own a legit copy of that semi-rare after having acquired a copy originally. It's a rat! It's Master Splinter! Well, well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu, it's been a long time. But with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. This is one of those for me. Game just looks too good. It's honestly looked okay for its age. Bad in other ways, but okay. And again, we don't talk about blinks. let's not talk about blinks, people. Hey, that was the god Tashigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, you're getting all these powers, and you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend. Anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Wow. I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you! It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Tashigami means cutting. Okay. You consume grapes. Juicy, delicious grapes. I love the grapes. Also, now that you mention Xenoblade, I need to do Xenoblade for... Actually, I still have plans of doing RPG month this year. And I was debating on whether I should do Xenosaga or Xenoblade. I'm doing both, but I think that I need to check. Next week is still not when Horizon comes out, right? I don't have anything planned for next week's First Strike, so I may. I'm gonna think about it. I may do Xenoblade next week. Maybe. We'll see. Well, Tachi is used as a way to mention a group, kind of. Tachi is the weapon that Rin uses in Trails of Cold Steel. Styx knows about that, too. What the? Where'd they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know, that divine instrument you have on your back? I'll press the square to use its power against them. Ah, shit. Look, Amy. Once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. 18 for Horizon. I think I like cel shaded when mixed with real life more, like Liz True Colors. It's a mix and it's absolutely gorgeous. Mike and I just pre-ordered digital PS4 copy earlier. Nice. Grab your brush and give him a power slash. Show your butt around me. Yo. I had the limited edition pre-order for months now. I've Horizon pre-ordered for the Elden Ring. Of course, Elden Ring. No, he keeps saying he'll play Cold Steel. Today was supposed to be the day. Instead, he's snoring next to me. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores a little solar energy. Tell him to wake up, you lazy bum. It's time to continue Reen's quest. Next sales game. I think you mean Trails, not Tails. I was supposed to buy me Cold Steel for me to get into the game and never did. I made no such promise, sir. Keep telling yourself that. Those games look great, but I just don't want to dive into a sub-series that long. Yeah, I mean, I've only played 4. I've only played the 4 Cold Steel games and just watched recaps of the other 5 games that are before the Cold Steel games. I still stand by that I want to do... I still want to maybe do a full playthrough of them at some point. Okay, Lion, I know you don't want to buy it to me now, because you know I will find a way to bash the game. Oh! Playing through them all in order. Just how I'm wired, I have to play the series in order. I'm like that sometimes. And sometimes I'm not because, you know, I still have not beaten Mass Effect 1, Assassin's Creed 1. What was the other one? I literally skipped. I played Halo Reach and skipped right to Halo Infinite. Bought that first Sky game ages ago on Steam, but the backlog. There is no backlog. It is all in your mind. Real talk, I looked at the Cold Steel games the other day and they are still fucking expensive. I mean, they're on sale right now for 20 bucks. I mean, at least the first game and the second game? The Sky games are way cheaper because obviously they're older games. Now that I have no money because Pokemon. I'm going to replay all the Halo games before I play Infinite. Again, that's you. I'm at this point, I'll play what I want. The Sky is better. If they remade Trails in the Sky trilogy to play more like Cold Steel and Onward, you have my vote, maybe. But I'm a gameplay person. I mean, I'm a story person first, gameplay next, but they have to go hand in hand. And going back from Cold Steel to Sky is just rough at points. Only played Cold Steel 1 and I like Sky way more than Cold Steel 1. Cold Steel 1 just did it for me. Yeah, and Cold Steel is prettier. It's new, it looks newer. It's more modern and shit. Here's the deal. You are waifu first, then story. Correct! My waifu, Toa, all the way. Everyone else is second to none. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakuya came through big time. He really was protecting the village. And I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he's a pervert. Well, the sprite are on the sky a lot. Seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. See, here's the deal, is that aside from Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts, I've never really cared for old RPGs. I could, basically because as a kid, I didn't have a memory card, so it was useless for me to try to beat a fucking RPG in one go. Because they take a long ass time. And if you die, and I hadn't saved, it was all for nothing. So, I never really cared about RPGs until much later in my life. Like, you know, aside from Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, yada yada. So, I have no ill will against, you know, those old ass RPGs or JRPGs. I just find it hard for me to go back to them. Prices do look nice, just OG handheld games are rough to get into these days. Yes, that too. I mean, any old JRPG is hard to get back to. I've said it a billion times. Every turn-based JRPG needs a turbo mode. All hail the turbo. And it's not the Power Rangers turbo. I drink water. Hydrate. RPG love started on PS3 and some of those are still the best. What RPGs are on the PS3 aside from Trails of Cold Steel? PS2, I mean? Ah, okay. I need to do Rogue Galaxy. Is it Rogue Galaxy? Yeah, Rogue Galaxy is the one that I'm thinking, the Star Wars looking one. Obviously, I love Final Fantasy 7 Remake, 10, 12, and 15. We don't talk about 13. Now with the PC Switch, you can play those old RPG anywhere, anytime. I mean, not anywhere, and not anytime. Rogue Galaxy is fantastic, and I've never played it. Visually, that game looks great, and I should play it, because I have heard that it's a great game. The Steam Deck. Maybe someday I'll get the Steam Deck. Turbo really can be great. I dabbled with that starting FF12, and can only imagine that desert area. Never bothered getting that far into PS4 copy. I have not played Final Fantasy 12 on PS4 yet. I played it on PS2. In the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Oh, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Like, here's the problem, people, and I keep saying this over and over and over again, and, you know, at this point, I'm like a broken record. There's too many games! Worst part of Rogue Galaxy is the dungeons are fucking long, sometimes too long. Oof. Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned to stone or something. Oh, not again. That's not one of those smaller monsters that are lurking about. Or like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. Well, unfortunately, there isn't anyone with a pulse around here. Oh good, this one's not moving. Definitely something strange going on around here. Village is back, but what's up with this dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Galaxy is great, never beat it though. Bought a PS2 on PS4 copy, but something came out to make me drop it. The original PS2 job system better. Definitely something strange going on. Yeah, I bought Rogue Galaxy on the PS2 on PS4 thing. That was one of the first PS4 games that I bought when I got the PS4, and that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I have still not played it. I mean, what am I saying? Y'all know that I buy games and I don't play them. That's why I've been like bite-size. That's why I've been liking bite-sized games more recently. Yeah, same for me. Like I love sometimes diving into these longer RPGs every now and then, but they just take up a lot of time. I have a huge backlog. There's new games coming out that I have interest or want to play. Like right now, the only RPG I can focus on is Pokemon Legends Arceus, and solely on that because Horizon is on the horizon. You know? So I can't dilly-dally. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? If only the sun were out to light our way. If we could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. That's a circle. Perfect circle. I'm getting more where I want to play more RPGs than anything else. I am with Dark Cloud 2. It was the first I napped, but the camera was inverted. I played that quick. Ugh. Inverted cameras. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. But it followed that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Oh, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. Flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. By me, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. Really the same. I'll probably end up mainlining Pokemon. I was actually about to boot it up before I seen the stream post. John, you said that you were starting Pokemon last night. Thinking of trying to clear some of my RPG backlog this year, but motivation hasn't been there yet. I mean, let's see. Pokemon now, Horizon after that, in 2 weeks. Right, 2 weeks. I don't think that there's anything new until Kirby in March. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Kirby isn't going to be that long, and I don't know what else comes out after Kirby. At least close by. Is there anything of importance that comes out in April? Star rank 6 and just beat the second boss. I'm star rank 6 too, but I'm in... I got Basque Legion was the last thing that I got. But I had internet issues and I was working on some other stuff, so I played Frostpunk while I was running tests. John is with Frostpunk what I am with with modding Resident Evil 2. Like, well, I'm not feeling like playing it. Continue playing this or starting this. Let's keep modding Resident Evil again. Who are you? Village Elder, Mr. Orange. A white wolf? Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. My future games are Pokemon, Sekiro, Demon Soul, Elden Ring, and then Horizon. Adding more titties to RE8, RE2. I have 175 hours in Frostpunk, don't judge. I think I have the exact same amount of hours into Resident Evil 2 just by modding at this point. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Uh-huh. Whoa! No need to growl like that! Can you really understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not one to mince words, I just state the facts. So, just like that scroll that we just saw, of them showing the enemies, just like that is how the design works, the official design works is. That's why I love the book so much. I'm just trying to figure out how to do hard and extreme runs in Frostpunk. What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Denkomaru. ¡Te jodió! Demon Fang! I suck so bad at it, so I took my win and ran. And I ran so far away. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore a land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days. That may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power just might shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. That Mr. Orange you toss around up on the sacred deck looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems that gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun for a ball. Done hard runs on everything but fall, winter. Almost have the arcs figured out. Feedback seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil, look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck. Let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the button to open the fan menu. When the fan menu is open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. Here, bear these. I have some seeds for ya. Yes, that's how Amaterasu would talk. If she could talk. I'm here to feed you. Take these seats. Ah, la, la. But man, Pokemon's so good though. Like, it's gonna be hard for me going back to traditional Pokemon now after this game. Like, the amount of things that they changed is just too much. Too much, man. Too much. It's a great prototype for Gen 9. Yes. Yes, it is. Like, God, I hope that they don't backpedal. I know that Game Freak backpedals a lot. But I goddamn hope that they don't backpedal with this one. Like, crafting the Pokeballs, gathering materials to craft those Pokeballs, actually sneaking and going about and feeding or stunning Pokemon yourself to capture the Pokemon and not just having to go into a random encounter or whatever. Like, at least that, I really hope that they don't backpedal away from that, because I am going to be very disappointed. Sword didn't really do it for me, and I dropped it part way, like I always do since school. It's great though. If only it looked better, I'd be happy. Yeah, I think that's the biggest and most common criticism of the game, and it's how it looks. It just, you know what they needed? You know what? Okami, this game from the PS2 looks better than Pokemon Legends Arceus. And it's the same, and it's the exact same grass texture or floor texture or whatever texture that I'm looking at right now. It is the exact same. Like, they made the Pokédex matter, which is great too. Yes, that as well. Might be copium, but I think they wanted to get the gameplay right before the graphics, so they can just focus on better graphics for Gen 9. Maybe. Ah, great Shiranui. Oh no! Power of the Switch, the power to make a PS2 game. And they said that they're not... that the Switch is like halfway through its cycle. So 5 more years of the Switch? Of outdated tech? Like, God, I hate what... It's a bit depressing when we know the Switch can look better. Again, Breath of the Wild looked better. Breath of the Wild looks better than Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh yeah, Mario Odyssey looks amazing, and Breath of the Wild look amazing. There's a lot of games that look amazing on the Switch. So we know for a fact that it's not the Switch tech itself. Even though it does play a little bit of a factor, but it is Game Freak. And you'd think that with the amounts of money that they have, like, they can do better. I really hope. Would updates, with them like working on updates, would that work? Would that actually work to make the game look better? Has there been... Like, I showed Mythos. I told Mythos about this. That there are textures, like even on the main character, even on main characters, where you look at them and the textures look like they haven't loaded. Like they're still like low poly goddamn textures. I'm more bothered by the textures than anything else, to be honest. I would play Pokemon on PC if Yuzu worked. I've been playing Legends Arceus on Yuzu the last 2 days, and it's working now. I guess that they managed to patch it in. The midlife Switch news was a bit depressing. I mean, I can understand good aspects of it, but holy hell, they need to step up the hardware. Yes. If they learn more, if they lean more into colorful and cute, I think it would have been a bit better looking, possibly. Yeah, there's just something. It needs a brush stroke of something to make it look better. And that's what I like, that and the textures being a little bit more high res. I don't think the trees bug me that much. I just think a lot of the textures in like, when you have characters, main characters, who have low textures, like the Diamond Clan guy, when you look at his hair, that looks low. Like that does not look like good hair. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. It's still a great game, despite its graphical shortcomings. It's still a great game, but I just wish that it were more or better. There are rumors that there's DLC coming in April. Interesting. I have a bunch of TV shows to give up on, so I'll just play on the Switch with the TV in the background. Okay. Pokemon is the only good-looking thing, which makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. What game did I play recently that happened to? Where everything else kind of looked bad except for that one thing. What game did I play? Was it Pokemon Legends Arceus that I pointed that out? It wasn't Pokemon Legends Arceus. It was something else that I pointed out. All of this except for this looks bad. Playing it using Ryujinx and even the texture update mod doesn't look great. There's a texture update mod? Huh. I started playing it on Ryujinx. I switched to Yuzu. I finally opened the physical version. I haven't put it on the Switch yet. I feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate. Look hard, you see? Right behind you now. Now. Like, maybe it's because I last used the Yuzu emulator for Pokemon Sword and Shield. But that game looks better than Pokemon Legends Arceus, to be honest. And maybe it is the color palette that they went for with that one. I know that Mito says otherwise. I may do a comparison or something at some point. Humans are not witness to such battles. I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 14 seconds. I'll dig up the link for you and post it in the group. If you want, send it to me on Messenger. I feel like I don't feel comfortable anytime we mention emulation and shit around the group, because I know how some of the people in the group are. They're very strict about that. I remember a few years ago, people just bitching about emulation left and right. I don't care about emulation. I mean, I care about emulation, but I'm not anti-emulation. Obviously. Humans are not witnesses. 9 seconds. I have chosen the path of Buddha, but in you I sense another power. And I see the path you have chosen is also a path of truth. Shiny Tartwig! God damn it, Mitos. I want that. Yes. Some of them can suck at times. I've had just about enough of this. We're playing it on the Switch. Could name a few, especially one. Is he related to Duke Nukem? I could have given it to you. I'll catch it. Used to be rather piracy lenient in olden days too. Even had a torrent thread for other things. Have so many shiny. Oh, I know you have so many shiny. I don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or what, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with triangle, it makes me mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. I hate that plus is mount. I keep pressing it, thinking it's pause. Yep. Even 20 plus hours, even 30 plus hours into the goddamn game, I still press plus, thinking that it's pause. Like, I would swap the plus for the up button, that is the menu thing. Like, if I could swap those buttons in game, that would be great. The X and Y keep screwing up. I mean, that's why I now have an actual Xbox controller for PC. I love the DualSense on PlayStation, but I do not necessarily like it on PC, to be honest. DualSense could be so good, but it just hurts my hand too much. I almost hate my PS5 because of it. DualSense is the best feeling controller to me. My Series S controller is right behind it. Yeah, I still prefer the DualSense. over the Xbox controller. But I don't know. It was weird to use it on PC for me, honestly. That's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa and I've been looking for. That means broken Hayabusa's record by digging up all 10 turnips. Gosh darn it. Fine, you're the better canine. Anyway, it actually feels good to have a new goal to aim for. Anybody want watermelon? Watermelon? I like the bells and whistles in it. It just hurts, so I lean away from my PS5 more than I ever did with previous DualShocks. I just wish. The only thing that I wish is that just like the Power A enhanced Xbox controller, it had back buttons for R1, L1. I'm still hoping out the hope that they will do a Power A enhanced DualSense. Sony won't let them probably, because Sony are goddamn bitches. But would be neat. Oh yeah, native support for Xbox controllers on PC is hard to beat. Like I don't have to worry about shit with that controller. And it lights up. It lights up nice. Alright, I've forgotten where I need to go. Xbox will buy Power A before that happens. True! Back pedals are great. I don't know how that hasn't been a thing outside of the Steam controller. For not having a right stick. Well, what a fine looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Coochie. It's a pleasure to meet you. Working in the fields again, are ya? Isun, are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Miami, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. Might even be valuable information sometimes. They might just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. The only thing I like about the Series S controller more is the texture on the back of the controller. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. The texture on that controller is much better than this. Much better than this. Honestly. Like, there is no comparison. Like, this controller is much better than any previous PlayStation controller that has ever been done. But there's still a few things that, you know, life is good, but it can be better. Like, give me a little bit more texture on the back when you grip that controller. Give me them back pedals, and I'll be set. Less to clean, my white DualSense looked gross. I jumped soon as a black one came out. I decided not to buy the black DualSense because I already have a second DualSense. And just bought that Xbox controller since I'm using PC a lot now. Susano's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero Nagi, and he loves his sake too. He often pops around here to buy it. Make sure to say hello when you see Susano. He could use a friend, I should think. He's always on his own. Alright, let's go to Susano. Let's see how people's controllers get dirty. I have 2 white ones and they look as clean as they did out of the box. Mine isn't... Like, mine is dirty. You can see it. Like, you can't see it, obviously, but right here, it is dirty. I sweat a lot. My hands sweat a lot. And not just because of natural causes, but remember, where I live is very hot and very humid. So, I am prone to sweating a lot. So this thing is just... Here to listen to the ramblings of an old woman, are you? Well, I was doing the laundry, but when it was ready to dry, I noticed my drying pole was gone. Oh, whatever shall I do? Good as new. My Moiro be my backup just in case. I would say more likely to be Mike's, but he's only played Astro on it since he got to that thing. We're way to flip it to a buddy at this point. A new drying pole? Oh my, where did that come from? The gods must have answered my prayers. How wonderful! Time to dry the laundry. Glad I was able to hang my laundry, but the sun seems to be so far away these days. Maybe it doesn't like all those monsters that are lurking about. If only it would shine closer, my laundry would dry in a second. This lady's asking for a lot. Here's a big sun. My word, the sun has suddenly drawn so close. My laundry will be bone dry in no time. First my paw and now this. Will the miracles never cease? Maybe I ought to make some sherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too. Snow? Whatever. My white one looked gross after 2 sittings of sweaty hands. My hands were clean too. It happens. Mouth-watering good. She's starting to take the slogans from fast food restaurants now. Jeez, he's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be at the center of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. White one for PC and white for life. Kinda broken. I watch movies. My red one. My main PS5. Just me, or can you hear snoring from underneath this jug? I am the greatest. That didn't wake him nothing well. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do. That's a lot of dual senses. I have 2 dual senses, the Xbox controller, the Switch Pro controller that is off-brand, not actual Pro controller, and the Hori Split Pad Pro. Highly recommended for when you're taking your Switch on the go. Who the heck put this big rock here? It's blocking the only road out of the village. Doesn't look like you could squeeze through anywhere. Besides, I don't even know if it's safe to leave the village yet. Heave! Heave! This is weird. My mind really wants to shift this rock. My body won't cooperate. It's like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. And the triggers for RE8 made R2 triggers. Extremely loose. I use the machine gun in the game way too much, and now the triggers has no resistance. Whoa, Amy! You suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. You can open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. Solar power! Well, is it all coming back to you or what? Huh? Hard to notice such a small enhancement. I'll lighten up for a ball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. We better check in on that dude. Shouldn't be something to worry about much. I was holding the trigger down for minutes at a time across 4 or 5 playthroughs. Well, luckily I won't have that problem since I'm going to be playing it on PC and not PS. I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who wouldn't block the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Hey, pup. Your owner lives here in the village, right? So you must know that guy Susano. Can you get him to come here? They say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him. Or Dwayne Johnson. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Did I tell you, John, that I got Resident Evil Village on PC? You did? Okay. What the? Huh? I feel so well rested. Plan to meditate on the ground, but fell fast asleep. Huh? Who are you? What business do you have with Susano, the greatest warrior ever? The great warrior, Susano. Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. Out there a mangy munt like you interrupt my meditation. Get a load of this guy. Oh, brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Amy. We're taking him with us. What do you think you're... Put me down, this instant. What will the neighbors think? Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. A caballito de palo. A caballito de palo. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Human Mutt, you brought me all the way here just to test yourself against me and prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blade. Tohenboku. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susano? Yeah. None other than Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can you do something about it? What? Come on, please. I mean, you are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great. Okay then, no time like the present. Go for it. Wait, a boulder of this size is not very easy even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make the preparations. Wait for my return. I wonder. I've never seen the guy train seriously. Ever. Humor in this game really is something. Yes. Yes, it is. I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size? I don't care if I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. No, I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow. It's no use. I can't even move. We have a little over a foot of snow now. Joy. Sake, Yeah, this village has a sake brewing girl, doesn't it? You can make a snow angel now. Or he can become a snow angel now. In the arms of the angels. Oh, hello there. I've got a bit of a problem, you know. I have to polish rice in the mill house before I can use it. But the mill's broken. A wicked monster broke it the other day. It's hopeless trying to make good sake without clean rice. Wow, that's too bad. I should never have let the monster try my new thunder brew. A broken mill and flattened crops. That's all the things I get. Don't go giving monsters sake. They're bad enough sober. Sheesh, what was she thinking? Anyway, I guess this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you could handle with your brush, Amy. Snow hasn't started here yet, rain still, but it's... Let's turn to ice and slush before snow tomorrow. I'm looking forward to figuring out when to clean the driveway before his 12-hour shift tomorrow night. Oh boy. I'm hoping the roads aren't clean by tomorrow because I have to run to town and I want to have a little fun. Only John! Only John! What's this? The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? I'm completely giving up on the idea of making my sake. But now I can get on with polishing the rice. Well, no time like the present. I better get started. I love driving in snow. So you're like... This thing here is for polishing the... John wants to go full deja vu. No, John wants to reenact the scene from Fast and Furious 8. Where they're in the in the fucking ice, evading a goddamn nuclear warhead. That's what he wants to do. He's gonna be Roman, screaming, "Ah!" Now this thing here is for polishing the rice, you see. I'll tell you what, I've got something I think you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store, but I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? What do you mean? Throw a pair of snow boots, some heavy gloves, and a good jacket and have fun. Fun, he says. I would end up like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining, where he's just frozen solid. That's how I would end up if I lived in the US of A. Like, I can barely stand like our weather. Hold a few people out of the ditch during snowstorms. I keep a heavy chain and heavy clothes in my truck when I have to be out. You never know what you will run into. Sounds like a video game. John helping out. John is on his way to the main quest, but he gets deviated by these side quests that people seem to cause. Hate the snow, have since I was young, but these days I get mild arthritis, my knees already, and for the past week my left foot has been hurting. I think it's more from the weather versus being fat. I lost weight since we had COVID in December. Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kuchi's famous home-brewed sake? Fido, my friend, did you bring me some of Kuchi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Good old sake. A man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin. Supposed to be -7 tonight, so it's a little brisk. Feast your eyes on this Susano style. Exploding implosion. Huh? Hiya! Susano style. Exploding implosion. Oh, that's amazing! You sliced that huge rockling in half. You really are something. Wow, I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. After all, I am Susano, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. You say monsters? Like zoinks? Oh, of course, no problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes, I shall rid these lands of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susano work his magic. He shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Think he'll be okay? Monsters outside the village are nasty. Ah, glorious Amaterasu, I see thy butt. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleaved the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witness to great art. Yeah? So do we get a reward for or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's Isun! 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 Stop calling me a bug! I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say that again. My word. Ah, relax, lady. Furball here is more comfy anyway. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Amy. Put your paw up and some... or something. Rohan, shake! I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I can barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. February is only the last bad month. I'm hoping winter doesn't linger this year. And the summer was barely existent this past year, so I'm ready for one of those again. As I breathe better with an AC in. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the power grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time. Oh man, this is getting heavy. Great and powerful Amaterasu, could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I have grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. May the force be with you. Always. Bah, I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Emmy's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You got the rest of the brush techniques to save the world. And I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. Do some shopping. What are you buying? For now, nothing. You have nothing of interest to me, vendor, seller guy. Huh? You probably know this already, Amy, but this here is Shinshu Field. The most beautiful field in Nippon. At least it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down L2. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. Anyways, let's leave it there. Let's see if the screen doesn't fade to black, so that I can at least try out Okami then for like 10 minutes or so. Let me see. Don't worry, everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine, people. Don't panic. Panicking. Don't panicking. I don't have a panicking. Definitely not enough dungeony action adventures these days. Okami an intro is almost as long as Okami? Jesus. There is a big panic at the disco right now. Okay, let's see. Okami, then. Let's hope it works. Mitos, does this one rely on the touchpad as well? Like heavily? Okami. Play this mode if you're ready for the full experience. This mode is for people who might need a helping hand. Just a bit. Just a little bit. I have no idea. Am I a greenhorn? I'm an old hand! And also moving the character on your back. Oh, old hand Jenkins. A boundless evil known as Orochi descended from the heavens. This is a recap of the first game. Enveloped the land in sorrow and despair. Fire, darkness, wind, water, lightning, light, poison, and earth. The 8 heads of Orochi sent out evil spirits among the people. And only in death could they find an end to their suffering. Jesus Christ. This one escalated quickly. But then the white wolf Shiranui appeared. During the battle, the wolf called upon the power of the sun. Unleash the power of the sun! This allowed Nagi to raise his sword, Tsukuyomi. Together, man and beast, they faced this great evil. Really pissed last night, my internet cap resets on the 3rd. They have changed our plan this month, and because of that, I guess they reset it a day early. Oh, fuck. By its end, all 8 of Orochi's vile heads had been cut off. People of the land rejoiced at the end of Orochi's reign. However, Orochi's demise did not spell the end of all evil. 100 years later. The once defeated Orochi returned to terrorize the people. If I had noticed, I would have had 83 gigabytes to use, but I didn't, so I missed out on so many downloads. Ouch. 2 new heroes arose to stop the threat posed by Orochi. Amaterasu, Chiranui's spirit reborn as the great goddess, and Susanoo, a distant descendant of the mighty Nagi. This new duo fought valiantly against their terrible foe. And eventually they triumphed over Orochi. We're forgetting Isun. Despite the victory, evil spirits still haunted much of the land. When it seemed as if these spirits were on the cusp of victory. Yeah, data caps are the worst. The prayers of the people rejuvenated the weakened Amaterasu. And she was able to thoroughly erase the darkness from the land. Thus, peace was restored, and Amaterasu left for the heavens. And they canceled or postponed the data cap in this area, so now I pay extra for no reason. What the fuck? It has been 9 months since that day. And then she fucks! Airship! And then darkness returned. Oh no. He's obvious. That looks like a mix between a Ghastly and a Dusclops. Oh no, not again. Remember all these places that you visited in the first game. Come on, come on! Get your great goddess something. All of them are hand-drawn with love by yours truly. Stick them up on your house to purify your dwelling of evil. Put them under your pillow to ward off bad dreams. Keep one in your money bag and watch your wealth increase. A family should be without 1 or 2 or 10. The more the merrier. So how about it? Why not pick one up today? These DS textures also look better than Pokemon. Leave Pokemon alone. But I was thinking that too. Hey, Yummy. Well, Ayame, how would you like a painting? It's on the house. You know, I can't believe how quickly people lose faith. I mean, it's 9 months of peace, all it takes for yada yada yada. But then, no one ever said it'd be easy to be a Celestial Envoy. What's a Celestial Envoy? Seriously, you don't know what a Celestial Envoy is? Envoy is an artist who preaches about a god through pictures. Also, that's why you draw the great goddess Amaterasu. Yep, that's right. People forget them, the gods begin to lose their power. So where is the great goddess Amaterasu? Amy? Well, she's up on the celestial plane in heaven. I thought the celestial plane was destroyed long ago. Well, she went there to revive it to its former glory. I was thinking about paying the place a visit someday. Meanwhile, me, Amy's probably just constantly napping. I see. Well, good luck getting there. And thank you for the picture. Thanks for the well wishes, but the celestial plane isn't some place you can visit just because you feel like it. I don't know sense in dwelling on it. I think I'll take a break before I get going again. Ah, such is an envoy's life. Wonder how Amy's doing. Yeah! What the heck? Demons? Here? I thought Amy took care of a lot of you already. Where did you come from? Ah! You're... It's like my dog, just... I have no clue what's going on here, but you better beat these guys first. Hold up. You've got the same divine instrument as Amy. Not just for looking pretty, you know. Press the Y button to attack with it. B button lets you jump. You can even attack mid-jump. Don't forget to keep an eye on those circles on the bottom left of the top screen. That's your health. And you don't want them to disappear on you. Got it? Good? Let's clear it out. Even the demons in this look cute. Yeah, got them! When their bodies turn gray like that, it means you've severely weakened them. Attack when they're like that to finish them off. Or if you don't land as many hits as you can before they revert. How do I... Yo! Chibi's a boy? Okay. So Chiranui, male, Amaterasu, female, Chibi, boy. Okay. The spitting image of Amy. Whoa, why is it so dark all of a sudden? Audio super desync? Really? Hey, where do you think you're going? Don't tell me you think you can imitate Amy's brush skills. Okay, if you want to give it a try that badly, be my guest. Yeah, mine, I hear it perfectly fine. I mean, those... Ready your celestial brush with the L button or R button. Doesn't matter if you just press it once or hold it down. Either works. If you make a mistake, press the B button. Got it? Then press your button or the R button again. Oh, let's see what you've got. Go on and draw a circle. Where the hell's the... Beautiful circle! Almost got it. Oh, bother. There. A perfect circle. Hey, are you Amy's kid or something? How could you keep something like that from me? That's the kind of stuff you're supposed to tell me first. I figure it out, so it's okay after all. After all, only the great sun goddess herself can use sunrise at will. Nailed it first try. Exactly. Not that it's any of my business, anyway. And aim see you soon. Was your mother Celestial Envoy? And a darn good one, too. Hey, a Celestial Envoy is a pretty important person. Nothing to yawn at, I'll have you know. That aloof attitude, you're Amy's kid, alright. Anyway, what I want to know is why the demons are back. Amy took care of them, so they should be on the celestial plane. Oh, I've got it. We need Miss Sakuya. If anyone knows what's going on around here, Miss Sakuya will. Sorry, Shibi, we're gonna have to save the chit-chat for later. Right now, we've gotta make tracks for Kamiki Village. What did she fuck? That's a good question, Izun. Hey, Chibi, there's something I gotta tell you. There are ink pots in the bottom left of the top screen, okay? Those pots show the ink you got left for the celestial brush. More full pots, the more ink you've got left. If you run out of ink, you can't use the brush. Simple, right? You also lose your straps if you run out, and with that, your ability to attack with your divine instrument. You've also got a time limit on your celestial brush. Guess you're not as good as Amy, eh? See? We've got numbers down there. I guess you're just too young to have all of Amy's powers. Just mind the clock when using the celestial brush, okay? You got the sunrise scroll. I'm assuming I don't have, like, any of the celestial powers and shit right now. Aside from Sunrise. Nope. In fact, you will meet most of the brush techniques from the first game, but they are all kids. Interesting. You know, for the kids! Oh, a white puppy. He's so cute. You hear that, Chibi? She can't see your markings. And again, I guess most humans can't. Markings? Where? Other than his eyes and nose, he's white as snow. Yeah, that's right. Take good care of that picture I gave you, okay? Sure thing. Thank you. Spirit Ink S. Those are the characters from the first game are kid versions on this game? Really? Why? Okay, now I don't understand. Isn't this a sequel? Is it because of the curse? The new curse? When you get close to it, press the A button to read it. Oh wait, I bet you're too young to even know how to read, right? Don't worry, your pal Ethan will read the signs for you. Little spots, you can break them with the Y button if you want. If I were you, Curse of the Moon. You never know what you'll get. Dr. Redbeard and I go way back. He asked me to come be the leader of this ragtag town. Too bad there's not enough people here to actually lead. I really wanted to make this a really big but cohesive community. If you find anyone who might want to move here, give them this map. not the curse. It is because they represent like the offsprings of the old characters, I guess. Huh. Hear that, Chibi? Show this map to anyone who might be interested in moving here. Chibi, don't lose the map. Interesting. These gurus would think they would be kid up for others for the same person. Need to move our butts and go see Sakuya. I think we may have forgotten to do something in Yakushi village. Let's head back. There is something, but I won't spoil it. You'll have to play through the game. I think you will like it. Interesting. Curious and interesting. This little pup, you get scared because it got dark? Oh, you want to stay at my inn? Oh, you're not finished on it yet. It's hard to stay motivated when you know people aren't going to come. But the Redbeard said they would, but I've yet to see it happen. I mean, what good's an inn if no one comes to stay here? This guy needs a better work ethic. I know just the guy he should learn from. Me! But I agree, this town needs a shot in the arm. Saw the sky dance. The sky darken and ran here to check on my herbs. Never thought I would find a white wolf waiting for me. How curious. I guess this old man can't see your stripes either. Old man? Do you know who I am, Sonny? I'm Dr. Redbeard, the founder of Yakushi village. I provide medicinal herbs to all who need them, and I ain't no quack either. You hear? Quack. Want to hear more? Then swing on by my place. Chibi, wanna take a little detour to see what he's got to say? Hold up, Chibi, I forgot to tell you. Take a good look at this. This here's an origin mirror. Get up close and take a gander at yourself. This mirror will preserve your memories for all time. Maybe that went over your head. That's what you call safe. Now listen to old Isun's advice. Save as often as you can. You know, better safe than sorry. It'll come in handy when you need to undo a mistake or two, right? Well, that's that. And now you know. And as they say, knowing is half the game. Redbeard. But is his mustache what is red? Hey. It works. It just works. Well, where it seems like it's basically Okami just on the DS. You don't have brush techniques. Yeah, I get it. I don't have them yet, which is sad. I need to find them again. Of course I do. The one thing that I'm not, like, super into is the fact that, you know, once I do that, I have to, like, press the R button or whatever again. But I understand why they did it for this on the DS. But, you know, it's not as... Oh, good thing isn't always a bad thing. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll play this old game. Right now I don't have the time. I need to keep playing Pokemon. That's all the time that I have for it. Honestly. And that's all the time we have for today, folks. It seems to be more Okami, and that's a good thing. So yeah. John, if you're still here, boy, when are we finishing Bloodborne? Or possibly finishing Bloodborne? Saturday? I need to know. I need to know the way. So I wait for John's response. I will say that... Get over here. Tomorrow? Maybe? You said that tomorrow, that Fridays, it's a little bit more complicated for you. Just let me know. Because we can totally do it tomorrow. And I'll have Saturday free. So that I can focus on the movie. I think I'll be available. Alright, let me know. So, you guys, you know? Possibly tomorrow. Bloodborne, Part 8. Possibly the end. Possibly. Not 100% sure. But we'll see. We'll try. Do or do not. There is just try. But otherwise, if we don't do it tomorrow, we'll do it on Saturday. We just know we will be eating supper here, and I'll be out earlier tomorrow. When are you coming for the movies? I don't know. Tag me in a post for that. Hadn't caught the rest, but I'd love to see the end game of that. Sure. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still one boss and 2 final bosses away from beating the game, so anything can happen. Especially considering how much I failed at beating that idiot Mikolaj on the last time that I played it. So, we'll see. But again, if it's not tomorrow, it's Saturday. Guaranteed is that on Sunday, we will be back for another episode of Mystery Movie Friends. And this week, gonna be talking about a movie I've never seen, Titan A. So, yeah. We'll see what that brings. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. We'll see. Also, next week's episode of First Strike may or may not be Xenoblade. I haven't decided yet. I need to see what comes out next week or what doesn't, or I don't know. We'll see. I have not planned anything for next week, so we'll see. Anyways, people, until next time, may your hearts be your guiding key. And remember, stay inside, stay alive, stay hydrated. Be kind to everybody. Have yourselves a good night, and praise the sun goddess Amaterasu. Good night, everybody. Bye.